Hi, I'm John Mallis. Welcome to this live edition of Connect with me on the showroom floor at Ventura TV on this Tuesday morning today where it's, we're going to talk business. It's a business segment and an incredible invention that's helping a lot of people right here in the Central Valley and maybe even around the state of California. 436-MeTV option 11. Connect with me starts right now.
Tonight I want to discuss the importance of the television medium to the American people.
All right, we're back here on the program on a Tuesday morning, showroom floor, Ventura TV, as usual, Monday through Friday. And I got to tell you, my friends, this is an exciting business segment today. He's a return guest, but he's got an update on the product that really is a business model to look at and to envy around the Central Valley and certainly around the state of California. It is a business that I don't think, I don't know if I want to call him the co-inventor. We'll talk about that during the course of the program, but one of his best friends invented this product, and prior to his passing, he promised that he would market this incredible invention as he has been doing now for the past several months, even the last couple of years trying to do it. It's been a hardship, but he's trying to do it, and he's done it well. Hey, before we dive into today's program, you're watching us live on Comcast Channel 375 as usual. Comcast Cable TV, if you don't have Comcast, 43.6, 13.1 over-the-air broadcast, digital outdoor antenna. Hey, the replay comes up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's over-the-air as well on 13.6 YouTube, 8 o'clock tonight, 4.6 Biz TV. And that's over-the-air broadcast, as I said. If you want to go to YouTube after, be my guest. It's youtube.com/MeTV Fresno, and then hit the uploads icon. You'll be there. You'll see all the episodes. Before I get into today's program, just a little bit of a note, because we had Tommy Tran on from ABC 30 last week. We had other guests. We talked about sports as well on this program. On occasion we do. So I want to give you a sports update because it's not in the papers. You have to go to the internet to get it. Maybe you got it from your late local news last night. But the game started at 11 o'clock last night. A rain delay over at AT&T Park. Giants and Dodgers, a critical series. The Giants beat the Dodgers 8-6 in a game that lasted 3 hours. It ended just after 2 o'clock in the morning. So now the Dodgers have lost 11 in a row, 16 of their last 17 as they enter the playoffs in the final stretch here in the Major League Baseball season. I wanted to pass that along because there are so many sports fans, and especially Dodger fans right here in the Central Valley. All is not well in Dodgerland right now, my friends, I gotta say. To our product today, and I'm going to hold this up right now. This is called the Portable Tabletop Extension. As you can see, I'm going to turn the back here. You've got the clamps that go on. They clip onto the table. They clamp onto the table. We'll talk about this during the course of the program with a man who's been trying to market this, the Portable Tabletop Extension. Now, if you want to order one of these or get one of these, call in today at 436-MeTV option 11. This is going to help those who have special needs. This is going to help veterans. This is going to help children, especially at Fresno Unified, Clovis Unified. But anyone who has trouble, maybe sitting in a wheelchair, rolling up to the table, and there's that gap right in between, this portable tabletop extension fills the gap. You don't have to worry about spills, either with liquid or food or anything else. There's no more embarrassment. This is the product. Let's roll the videotape and we'll show you more.
Does your wheelchair make it difficult to reach the dining table at home or restaurants?
The Portable Tabletop Extension is the answer. The PTE wheelchair accessory tray works with almost any table. These sturdy American-made products assemble in moments and extend over your lap. Recognized as a daily aid to living device, more than 90% of the insurance carriers cover the PTE accessory wheelchair tray, giving you the freedom for a more independent life. And the plate rotator helps anyone with limited hand mobility to spin their plate to the item they want to eat. It's great on its own or paired with the tabletop extension. Both items are built to last and come with a limited lifetime warranty.
You can get the PTE wheelchair accessory tray at little or no cost to you.
Go to our website or call the number on your screen right now.
Live in our studio right now is Anthony Morrison. I don't know if I want to call him the co-inventor, but I'm going to tell you something, my friends. He's marketing this all up and down the valley and the state of California and maybe elsewhere, trying to market this around the nation, the portable tabletop extension. Anthony, good to see you this morning. How are you, my friend?
Nice to see you again.
All right, and so I gotta ask you something. Are you the co-inventor? Did you try to help with the invention of this product, the tabletop extension, with your friend? And his passing took place when? Several years ago, right?
2010.
2010. So it's been 7 years. The name of your friend who invented this is
Kurt Austin.
Kurt Austin. Okay.
I met Kurt when I was in the 7th grade at Fort Miller Junior High School, and Kurt was one of the first children that were from typically special schools to be integrated into mainstream schools. So I met Kurt at Fort Miller, and we stayed friends for almost 40 years.
So he was in a wheelchair. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
he had muscular dystrophy
Okay. And how long was he in a wheelchair?
all his life.
His entire life.
His entire life.
Okay, and why was this product so important and dear to his heart?
Well, his father wanted to find a way for him to be able to enjoy meals or have meals with the family at the family dining table. And in the wheelchair, there was really no way to do it. So the father was a type of a person that liked tinkering with things, and he came up with the origins of the portable tabletop extension.
And so how long did it take him?
Well, that part I don't know. I got involved in 2007.
Okay.
The father had passed away. ADA had had been invoked, and so Kurt just happened to call me up and say, "Hey man, I got something I want you to look at." Once I saw it, I knew it was something that had to be, and I jumped in with both feet.
Yeah, and so you were involved ever since, but did you help co-invent it?
No, I can't say that. I might have I might have offered that was about it. I offered an opinion here and there about this or that. Actually, I can take credit for the lip that goes around the tray of it, because I wanted. I thought that in the event that someone spilled something.
You're talking about the rim, the lip.
The
that
rim,
goes
yes.
around, right?
I can say that that was my personal innovation.
See, you're a co-inventor.
Hey, that was my innovation. What can I say?
Okay, and how did Kurt like that?
Well, it made sense. So so it was just one of those things, and with all the things on his mind, it was just something that he hadn't considered, and it's just that was simple as that.
Right, because if you put a cup of water on here, juice, coffee, you don't want it sliding off.
Right.
This rim helps protect.
Well, or if you spill it, the main thing is if you spill it, you don't want it running off on you.
No,
so
of course not, especially hot coffee.
or soup or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was that was my little innovation or offering.
So the reaction from people that see this product is what? Initially, like, is it kind of surprise? Is it kind of a relief to some that have had problems in this area? What kind of a facial give us a facial expression reaction from some people that when they first see this product they go, wow?
I'll give you two. First of all, I'll give you an individual who's in a wheelchair.
All right.
The moment that I start to assemble it and walk towards the table, they immediately get it. And they are super enthusiastic, because that is solving a problem that they had, that they don't, that's been a lifelong problem for many people. And as long as they're in the wheelchair, that's going to be an issue for them. For people that work with people that are in wheelchairs, occupational therapists and so forth.
Or special needs.
Exactly. Those folks, they immediately get it. As soon as they see me start to assemble it, they say, I get it. And then I go ahead and do the demonstration. People that are not necessarily associated with people that are in wheelchairs, it may be a little bit different for them, because they don't really have that situation.
They're not close to it.
They're not close to it. So, but again, at the same time, but once you connect it on the table, it makes sense. So the best thing to do is always to take a look at it and make a determination from that point.
Yeah, that's when you got to make a judgment. But the reaction, generally speaking,
is phenomenal. People are just thrilled. People are happy, especially the folks that are in wheelchairs. I mean, this has been such an enlightening and enriching journey that I've really, I love it now, because this is the simplest thing in the world that to me, but it actually has such a great impact on so many people's lives. It's amazing.
Yeah, but how much time have you spent on this?
Well, a lot of it was waiting, because, in the process of manufacturing, you have to have the tool made. So it took about 6 months or better just to have the tool made. So during that time, that was just time for research and market research and so forth. But since then, it's just been a matter of learning as I go, making friends, making acquaintances, making connections, and just outworking it.
Now you're how old now?
I'm 57.
Okay, did you ever expect when you were 27 that you'd become a businessman at the age of 57, marketing a product around the state?
Actually, around the country.
Around the country.
Around the country.
Did you ever expect that? Did you ever even think about it?
Not in a million. No, I just never would have ever guessed that at this age, or 55 is when I started it. I would have never thought that I would be starting a business at 55.
So are you doing this for yourself? Are you doing this for your friend who passed away from muscular dystrophy?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, it was kind of a twofold kind of a situation. I had just been let go of my job, or laid off, however you want to put it, and I needed, obviously needed something to do. And to be honest with you, people aren't really hiring people in their 50s, for outside sales jobs or jobs in general, because, we're getting too close to retirement. So that put me in a position to where I had to create something of my own. And having remembered that I had promised Kurt that I would finish this journey with him, or for him, I was fortunate enough to have a few dollars come my way, and I just committed myself and said I'm going to do it, and here I am.
All right. I encourage people to call in if you want to know more about this product. It is called the Portable Tabletop Extension. Here it is. You got the clamps on the back. We showed you the video and the monologue about how this thing clips on to the front or the back of the table, the part that faces, the end of the table, the edge where it faces the person that's going to use it, and you clamp it on, and it fills the gap between the table and the person. Here it is, the Portable Tabletop Extension, 436-MeTV option 11. Today is a business day right here on Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno. We're back in just a moment.
When you like Ventura TV Appliance on Facebook, it's nice. But when you love the Whirlpool appliances we deliver, it's even better. Our website is cool, and it's a good place to start, but you really should touch the merchandise before you buy. Touch the new Whirlpool Ice Collection. It offers a modern style made to create an inspiring kitchen experience. Save big on this Whirlpool Black Ice or White Ice kitchen. Come into Ventura TV Appliance and touch the merchandise today.
Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're the save energy, save time, save money place. The Energy Star qualified #1 rated high efficiency Cabrio from Whirlpool Place. You heard right. Right now, save big on select Whirlpool Cabrio laundry pairs and pay no interest when paid in full within 6 months. At the hometown low price, think outside the big box place. Since 1951, Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're working hard to be your place.
All right, the portable tabletop extension. That is our focus today here on Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno. And Anthony Morrison, the guest. And if we can take this wide shot over here. And there it is right there, Anthony. If you look on your screen, this is what people are seeing at home. The front of our desk has a little white table and the portable tabletop extension. Yeah, you can just remove the lower thirds there. So people can actually see it clamped onto the end of the table. Go ahead, pick it up.
Well, so this obviously is not a restaurant table, but a restaurant table is typically about 26 to 28 inches tall.
How do you know that?
Research. No, research. And unfortunately, that's usually not enough space for a person in a wheelchair to be able to get under, and have the arms of the wheelchair. Even those that are indented, the arms that are indented, it still creates some difficulty. And there's always a space. It's about a 9-inch space between the edge of the table and usually the individual. Most individuals are not in a position to be able to lean over, and even if they did, that would be uncomfortable. What the portable tabletop extension does is it covers that 9 to 14 inches of space, that gap, if you want to call it, that the individual has, so that can create all the trouble in the world. That means that the person doesn't have to spill on their nice Sunday suit after they got out of church. They don't have to get food on the floor. I've heard a myriad of reasons why a person should actually have this tabletop extension. And we have on top, it's a little makeshift kind of a design here, but we've got a paper plate on top of the plate rotator. But if that were a normal plate and someone that had issues with their hands or arms, that plate rotator would allow them to be able to spin the plate to the item they wanted to eat, further decreasing the possibility of dropping any food on themselves.
Okay, and you've got, of course, it's rimmed all the way around, so
yes,
there's no
sir.
problem. And,
absolutely. So should there be a spill of whatever, the rim, that half-inch rim, will prevent anything. Well, there's nothing guaranteed, but that half-inch rim typically will prevent anything from going over the edge and getting on the individual that's using the tray.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing, and I got to ask you, and be honest with me, had you not been best friends with your buddy Kurt there, who was in a wheelchair for his entire life, would you even have thought about a product like this? Would it even have crossed your mind
Not
in any way?
in a million. Not in a million. You know, they say necessity is the mother of invention. And the only reason that I'm going to say that Kurt came up with it, or Kurt's father came up with it, is that it served a purpose.
Right.
And so
because they were in need.
It wasn't about a business. It was about just trying to solve a problem. It was serve the need, solve the problem. And so that's what business is all about. Business is about solving someone's problem or providing a service that solves someone's problem, and they're willing to pay you for it.
Yeah, and I want to talk to you a little bit about manufacturing and where this is made and how much it costs before we get into the major talking points about this thing. So production, is it done locally? And how many of these do you make or produce in, say, a week, a month, a half a year?
I would
locally produced?
Locally produced, locally assembled. The company that actually does the production is a company called Jet Mold. So I'm doing some advertising for Jet Mold products out on West Shaw.
Okay.
It is assembled by the folks at the Ark. So when larger quantities are assembled by the Ark, and it's actually shipped from the Ark as well. So we are helping to provide jobs for
Ark
folks.
is
I don't know what the names are, but it's
the acronym for something. I forget
yes,
it.
but
we can look it up here real quick. But they have been guests on my program before. But ARC serves the needs of those who are special needs people. You know, they have mental, physical type problems.
And
ARC
it provides them
over.
jobs. And it provides
them jobs, but it also provides them with all different types of services.
That's correct.
Throughout the entire day. And so ARC hasn't been on my program in probably 3 or 4 years, but we have to get him back on soon again at some point. But ARC
it's a great organization.
Yeah, it really is. So go ahead, Anthony.
So once it's from there, it's just a matter of it's shipped out. Typically, we get the majority of our orders are from veterans, the Veterans Hospital.
Right.
We've done some extensive outreach to veteran service organizations, and those organizations have been able to share the information with veterans, and as a result of that, those veterans are going to the hospital, making the request for the product and getting it. And that is another wonderful story in and of itself, because the veterans that we're able to help, it's absolutely making their lives better. And it's just really weird that something that most able-bodied people take for granted is just simply sitting down and having a meal. That can be such a trying event for an individual in a wheelchair. So it kind of makes you take things into perspective, and and kind of probably give some send some praise and some gratitude up, because of not having to be in that situation, because you don't know what it's like to have that situation until you're in it.
And you know what? You never know if you're ever going to end up that way.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
An accident, an illness, any kind of any number of things that could put one in a wheelchair. But let's get to the pricing of this. What will each one of these cost? And talk about insurance. Whether you have Kaiser, whether you have Blue Cross, whether you have Medicare, Medicaid. Well, in California, it's Medi-Cal.
Medi-Cal.
That's our Medicaid here in the state of California. So talk about all those aspects for people in need, especially the elderly, that they may be on Medicare.
Okay. Well, Medicare, we are not covered by Medicare, so let me be perfectly clear about that. We are not.
Medicare is out.
Medicare is out.
Okay.
However,
will you ever be in?
it is a 3-year process to get a product approved by Medicare.
A 3-year process.
Something like so. That's kind of where we are, and it costs a considerable amount of money also. So where we are is that we are currently again offering the product is available to veterans anywhere. We've shipped as far as Erie, Pennsylvania, to a veteran out there. But veterans it's available to a veteran simply by asking their primary care provider for the PTE wheelchair accessory tray. The provider will write a prescription, send it to prosthetics. Prosthetics will send us the purchase order, and then we'll just ship it out. And that process can happen in less than a week. As far as individuals with insurance, Medicaid insurance, or Medicaid type insurance, again, as John said, we are in California, so it's Medi-Cal. Anyone who is on a Medi-Cal HMO, so that means Medi-Cal Calviva, Medi-Cal Blue Cross, Medi-Cal First Choice. The only Medi-Cal that we cannot accept is Medi-Cal to straight Medi-Cal. So anyone that's on straight Medi-Cal cannot get this product through insurance. But
why not?
That's just the rules. I don't know why. But those are the Medi-Cal rules.
And how much research did you have to do on this insurance aspect of this whole thing?
Fortunately, I had someone that was in the business. Actually, the person who was my durable medical equipment provider, they actually do the billing. So in a situation where there's a Medi-Cal insurance situation, the order is actually placed, or the prescription is written by that individual's doctor, and we have a form, so we're actually able to submit a pre-completed form to the individual's doctor for signature, and once the doctor faxes that form back, it goes to our durable medical equipment.
So do you have a team that works with you?
Yes.
How many people work with you?
Well, there's
a person that does medical billing.
Well, actually, I passed that on to the whole medical equipment company. So once the order comes back to us, so our team is very small, but they have a team.
Okay.
There's 3 people on our team.
And they are?
Myself, you've met Big Ed.
Big Ed Armbrister.
Big Ed Armbrister.
Right.
And I have a young lady that works with us as well. But once the order comes in, it's passed on to the medical equipment company, and they have a team of probably 12, and they handle it from there. They basically process the insurance information in the order, and I just supply the product to them, and it's shipped out from there.
How much is it? It's $49.
No, it's $69. $69.
Okay. $69.
So, cute story. There was an individual, or a nice little lady, called in from Kingsburg, and unfortunately, her husband was on Medicare, and that was it for him. He didn't have any other insurance.
Okay.
But he'd been in a wheelchair, and I guess it had been a real task having to deal with him and dropping food and so forth on the floor every day. So when I told her that, unfortunately, ma'am, I'm not able to provide it for you through your insurance, she said, that's okay, I'll buy it. She said, how much is it? I told her what the cost was. $69. And she says, I will come up to where you located. And I told her that I was located in Clovis. She goes, well, tell me where to meet you at, and I'll come get it. It was the cutest story. So she came and got it. Her and her daughter drove up from Kingsburg and actually came and picked it up. So that brings up another point. So when she got it from me and she took it home, the tray works with probably 99% of the tables that are been manufactured, but her particular dinner table had a piece that dropped down that was about 2 inches in. So she had to modify her table or the clamps on the tray so that it would fit on the table.
Okay.
But once she did that, it worked fine, and her husband her husband and her daughters are thrilled to death now.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of amazing that it all came to this. Okay, I don't hear the phone ringing. What's going on here? Did we turn the ringer off here? All right. Now it's ringing. Okay. Caller, you're on the air with Anthony Morrison. Go ahead.
Does it help your back? Because, like, I have to bend over to get to eat.
Well, I would say that if you're in the wheelchair, it would allow you to sit up more erectly, if that makes sense. So in other words, you'll be able to sit with your back straighter because you're having that distance covered by the tray, as opposed to trying to lean over and eat your meal. Does that make sense?
And how do I apply? You said I had to have Medi-Cal, and do I get a phone number so I could have my doctor call?
Well, actually, we'll help you with that. If you just give us a call, 559-460-3090. We can take down all of your insurance information and so forth and submit the prescription slip to your doctor for you.
Okay, say that number again slowly.
559-460-3090.
Okay.
460.
Go ahead.
3090.
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. My pleasure.
Ma'am, let me ask you a question. Are you in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
Pardon me?
Yes.
You are in a wheelchair, and do you have trouble eating at the table because of the gap?
Well, I bend over to eat at the table.
So that probably causes you some discomfort.
Yes.
I understand. Well, this will, in this particular case, that being able to sit more erectly should certainly help with with your back discomfort.
Now let me ask you something. Stay there, ma'am. Don't hang up. Since she is the first caller, and you have already agreed to give one away, do you want to give one to this this young lady?
Yes,
here that's having
so
some
please,
issues?
yes, sir, ma'am. So at the end of the show or whenever, you can call back and leave your information, and then we'll be able to get one sent to you.
Ma'am. Okay, do you have a pen, a piece of paper? You can write down a phone number.
I'm ready.
Okay, if you call our store here at Ventura TV, which is 265-4326.
265.
4326.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I can leave one for you here with Michelle. Now, do you have somebody that can run down to Ventura TV and pick that up for you?
I use the bus.
Okay.
And I know it's Route 28.
Do you know where Ventura TV is located, ma'am?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Okay, I can leave one with you. I can leave one with Michelle so you can pick it up at your convenience.
Okay, sometime today.
Sure, whenever you'd like. It'll be here with Michelle, and we wish you the best of luck, and we hope it certainly helps you out when it comes time to eating either breakfast, lunch, or dinner. If you want to have a snack, whatever the case may be, it certainly will benefit you, and it might improve your life, your lifestyle.
Well, all I know is I like to go out to eat, but I can't because it's embarrassing.
Right. Well, you can take this with you. It's light, very light.
Ma'am,
you can lift this with one hand.
You are the person that we created this for. We created this product so that someone in your situation would be able to go to virtually any restaurant and not have to use the tables that are designated disabled tables or designated ADA tables. You can clamp this tray onto virtually any table in any restaurant, and you can sit there and enjoy your meal just like everybody else does, because that's your right. Technically, it's the law that you should be able to do so, but it's not always being adhered to. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So, but having this tray eliminates that whole situation. You brought your accessibility with you, and so if you want to go out to eat, ma'am, this will be the ideal thing for you. And I bless you, and I hope that you enjoy it.
Oh, I think I will.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, and I'll leave this for you right here at the front desk at Ventura TV. And let me get back to you, Anthony. Do you often find that people that you run into and you introduce this product to them are exactly in the same position this young lady's in? They're embarrassed to go out to a restaurant because food is falling. Drinks are falling.
That is the most enriching part of this entire journey, is because of that very reason. I hate to say it, and I hate to say it sound, like it's something that's rocket science, but this little simple tray is a game changer. For many people, it is absolutely a game changer. And I would say that for the businesses that are offering it to people that are in wheelchairs, it can be a game changer for them as well, meaning restaurants and so forth.
Yeah, I know. And we talked about ARC before. ARC of Fresno and Madera counties offer individuals with an intellectual or developmental disability the opportunity to succeed in a supportive environment. They've embraced this product, ARC of Fresno and Madera counties, right?
Yes, they were the nicest people. Brian Truckee is the person that I work with as far as helping me to get the arrangements to get everything for them to be the assembly leg and shipping leg of the product. So, and they've just been nothing but wonderful people.
Yeah, and I want to mention that ARC serves more than 650 individuals right here in Fresno and Madera who have intellectual developmental disabilities, with a professional staff of about 185 different program settings. So this thing is made of plastic. It's very lightweight. It's hard plastic though. So
well, it's actually called polypropylene, and
okay.
If you can just think about what
it's like plastic.
It weighs about a pound, and it weighs about a pound, but it's as durable as a playground toy. If not stronger.
And this is it right here, the
That's
portable
it.
tabletop
That
extension.
is it.
436 Me TV, option 11. Back with more of our program here with Anthony Morrison and the tabletop extension in just a moment.
Not sure what you're watching? Want to see what's coming up next? Or just want to browse what's on without the hassle of flipping channels? Your wish has come true. Now you can view schedules for all the digital TV channels available in the Central Valley. Get local weather updates and forecasts, and listen to nationally syndicated Biz Talk Radio, all on KVHF 4.1. Rescan your TV now, then tune in to digital channel 4.1 to start enjoying the all-new TV guide.
Frigidaire. It means the first electric refrigerator. The first compact electric range. Now, there's the Frigidaire Gallery Range with Symmetry double ovens. It's designed to cook multiple dishes at multiple temperatures, so you can prepare the entire meal at the same time. Frigidaire, over 90 years of legendary innovation.
See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
Does your wheelchair make it difficult to reach the dining table at home or restaurants?
The portable tabletop extension is the answer. The PTE wheelchair accessory tray works with almost any table. It's perfect when working or relaxing, giving you the freedom for a more independent life. And the plate rotator helps anyone with limited hand mobility to spin their plate to the item they want to eat. It's great on its own or paired with the tabletop extension. These sturdy American-made products assemble in moments and extend over your lap so you can enjoy your meal without spilling your food on yourself. You can get the PTE wheelchair accessory tray for little or no cost to you. Recognized as a daily aid to living device, more than 90% of the insurance carriers cover the PTE accessory wheelchair tray. Both items are built to last and come with a limited lifetime warranty. Go to our website or call the number on your screen right now.
You can get the PTE wheelchair accessory tray at little or no cost to you.
The following is a list of celebrities you will not see on MeTV programs. Charlie Sheen, Lindsay Lohan, Snooki, Paris Hilton, Perez Hilton, Honey Boo Boo, Justin Bieber, Simon Cowell, Chris Brown, Miley Cyrus, and the Real Housewives of any place. This is who you will see on MeTV programs. Lucy, Ralph, Mary, Perry, Gilligan, Kenner, Spock, Batman, Rowdy, Festus, and the Beaver. MeTV. Thanks for watching.
When you're looking for KitchenAid innovation and quality, who has the answers, the selection, the price? Ventura TV Appliance. With billions in nationwide appliance buying power, more than Home Depot and Best Buy combined, will help you save. Our low prices on Energy Star qualified KitchenAid appliances save you energy and money, and pay no interest on select models when paid in full within 12 months. Ventura TV Appliance, serving you since 1951.
We're back here on the program. It's a business segment today, and if you want to call in, 436-MeTV option 11 and ask any questions, you know, here's the thing. You might even, I'm going to ask our guest about this, about using this product perhaps in the car, maybe if you go to a ball game, the theater, any other kind of event. Like, let's say you go to a stadium, you want to watch your son or your daughter play some kind of sports. Not sure. But the problem is, with a lot of people, they are embarrassed to go to a restaurant. They're embarrassed to go out in public, to go out and have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because of the gap that separates them and the table, that 9 to 12-inch gap. The food falls. Obviously, there are water spills, coffee. You don't want hot coffee spilling on your lap. So the portable tabletop extension, I sound like a salesman now, but this weighs about a pound or so, something like that. You know, I got to tell you, Anthony, it feels like plastic, and you're telling me it's not plastic.
Well,
it's not plastic.
Its general term would be plastic.
General term.
Its general term would be plastic, because it does feel like plastic, but its chemical name is called polypropylene.
Got it. But can someone, let's say you're riding in a car, can you use this in a car?
No, it's designed to be clamped to a table. So, but I will tell you
But like
this.
in a van, if you've got that like an airplane, you've got that table that folds down.
Out. So,
can you hook this on?
I'm not seeing how that would work, because the table's already taken up a lot of space. But if you were in a situation, you know, I mean, it's certainly worth a try. Okay. But I will tell you this. There are many people that use it for a variety of other uses besides eating. Mm-hmm. It works as a second desk. You can use it for cooking. You can use it for grooming. I mean, some people use it in restaurants again, but for their children. You know, sometimes in restaurants, you know, you don't want your child grabbing all the condiments and so forth on the table. So, but if you put that tray on a table and put your child in a booster seat, that prevents them from being able to reach the table and be destructive. But so, I mean, there's a variety of uses for it.
Can you take it to a ball game? Let's say you want to watch your son play football at any high school. Friday night football. Can you take it with you? Perhaps.
If anywhere there's a ledge that you can attach it to. So if there's a ledge that has about 2.5 inches of space where you can slide the clamps over, you're good to go. So as long as if there's a ledge where you can attach the clamps and have the space to extend out, you're good to go.
All right, let's take that down, that lower third, and you can see it right in front of our table here one more time. There it is, and obviously that there's a rotator on top of the table. So if you want to rotate your plate, you know, you may have potatoes on one side, broccoli on the other. You may have maybe a stash of rice there. So you can turn that plate around. We've talked about that before. Go ahead.
But with unfortunately with a paper plate, it's not going to be enough weight. But with a regular plate, with the weight of the regular plate and the food on the plate, you can just lightly touch the plate and just move it around and be able to get to the item you want to eat. And just basically, it just puts the item that you're eating exactly in front of you.
Okay, you mentioned veterans. Expand on your work with veterans.
Well, for example, I'm going to share this information. Which way should I point it out?
You can point it right toward your camera there.
Well, coming up is the Central California Veterans Stand Down 2017.
What is that?
It is an event where all kinds of veterans services are available. Veterans who have health issues, mental issues, homeless veterans. The list here says VA claims, community resources, haircuts, hot meals, clothing, personal hygiene supplies, educational and employment opportunities. This is an event that's carried out by the Central Valley Veterans every year. And this is a magnificent organization, and it's held, I think you can call phone number 559-997-3697 to get more information, but it's going to be the date is going to be the overnight resident registration. I'm sorry, the overnight is going to be September the 19th. And then all services is going to be at the I'm looking at it. It's going to be held at the location VFW Post 8900 3585 North Blythe Avenue, Fresno 93722.
All right.
The Wednesday the 20th and Thursday the 21st.
How is this
8 to 5.
Are you selling this? Are you working directly with the Veterans Administration?
No, that is a hope. That is a hope. Right now we are working just with the local Veterans Hospital and a couple of other hospitals.
The local
in other
Veterans
states.
Hospital.
The local Veterans Hospital.
Okay, over there near McKinley, right?
On Clinton.
It's on Clinton,
It's on
near
Clinton.
McKinley. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
It's actually on Clinton Avenue. You can see it from Highway 41.
Yes, sir.
And so talk about ADL, Aid to Daily Living. Expand on that a little bit if you can, because you work with a number of organizations. How many schools do you work with as well?
Well, we're working with some school districts. It's available through the Fresno County Office of Education, and we've just started working with someone in Clovis Unified Special Education. Haven't been able to get to Fresno Unified yet, but we're hoping, and if anyone's out there with Fresno Unified School District Special Education, please give us a call. We would love to make this product available to the students that are within your school district.
Okay, San Joaquin Valley Rehabilitation Hospital.
Now they are a rehab hospital, and they have occupational and physical therapists there. And oftentimes it's the hope is that the individual goes through their rehabilitation hospital to get back to where they once were. But in some cases, the individual may not be able to, or during the time that they're in therapy, they can get this tray and use the tray and take full advantage of it up until they're able to be back on their feet.
All right. We talked a little bit about how it may or may not work in a car or a plane. Are there any other places where the portable tabletop extension may not be of service to someone? It may not work.
The only case that I'm familiar with is in the event that the table that you're trying to attach it to has a I guess I'm going to call it an overhang. So where the table ledge is about 2 inches out, but there is like a piece that hangs down below the top of the table, and it prevents the clamp from going all the way the full 3 inches that it needs to be able to attach. Short of that, no.
Okay. All right. So I know that your wife works with home health care, right?
Correct.
She's a provider.
Correct.
She helps care for people. She's a caregiver.
She's a caregiver.
All right. Has it come in handy for her?
Absolutely. We encourage, if you are a worker for in-home supportive services or any other in-home care organization or company, it's the easiest thing to do, just to call in on behalf of your patient or your client and have the product ordered for them. This is a matter, again, of calling our office, giving us the insurance information so that we can fax over the prescription form. Doctor signs it, faxes it back, and then we send it in for billing.
Interesting. And also, I just thought of this too. If you have kids, a newborn, let's say you have a little toddler, I don't know, it's not even walking it, let's say, and you're just sitting in a high chair, you could use this.
You could. I mean,
you don't have to have special needs. I mean,
no.
A baby that's 1 or 2 years old.
Let's completely take special needs out of the picture.
Yeah.
This is a product that is so versatile. that it can be used on in a variety of ways. People use it for arts and crafts. People use it for model building. People use it
Computer
for
use.
Computer use. You set your computer on it. If you want to sit more erectly when you're using, I guess it's ergonomic. It has an ergonomic benefit. If you want to sit up more up straight or upright rather when you're using your computer, you can use the tray. It just has a variety of uses, and it's just really up to the individual how they want to use it.
Yeah, I just remember when my kids were small, maybe you do too. I mean, they were sitting in the high chair and food was all over the place. All over the floor. This might have come in handy. Spills and everything else. So.
I've had many people tell me that, when they were going out with their toddlers, they wish they had something like that, because all the booster seat did at the restaurant was just get them closer to the stuff they wanted to mess with. So if the tray was they had the tray, then it could have created some space between the little one's arms, hands, and the table to prevent them from getting into trouble.
You know what? The pictures would not have been as colorful. I got to tell you, my friend,
I bet.
Because it really is a spectacular sight when you see food all over the baby, all over the table, all over the floor. It makes for a great photo, doesn't it? I'm sure you got those photos of your kids.
A Kodak moment.
A Kodak
moment.
Friend. This may take the Kodak moment away.
No.
Let's hope not. Anyway, 436 MeTV option 11. We've already given one away. If you want one, it costs $69. Anthony Morrison is here. He doesn't want to call himself the co-inventor, but yes, my friends, he did invent the rim that goes around it to prevent the spills. So, back in just a moment with him and more of your phone calls and the portable tabletop extension in just a moment.
The following is another list of dates you will not hear on MeTV programs. Man cave, baby bump, whatevs, double half-calf mochaccino, full hog, redonkulous, totes adorbs, hella, holla, YOLO, cray-cray. And MeTV is still Kardashian-free. This is what you will hear on MeTV programs.
Welcome, Benno. The Twilight Zone. About the Bulls.
I object, Your Honor.
Mr. Grant.
I hear you right. You heard me right.
MeTV. Thanks for listening.
When you like Ventura TV Appliance on Facebook, it's nice. But when you love the Frigidaire Gallery appliances we deliver, it's even better. Our website is cool, and it's a good place to start, but you really should touch the merchandise before you buy. Time for that upgrade to an ENERGY STAR qualified French door Frigidaire Gallery refrigerator. Quality appliances for the way you live. Get the best selection, price, and service in town without waiting. Come in to Ventura TV Appliance and touch the merchandise.
Back here on Connect with Me, MeTV Fresno, and I do have a letter. You've probably received a lot of letters during the course of the last several months from people that are very satisfied customers. One is from the manager at Yosemite Falls Cafe right here in the city of Fresno. His name is Alex Vasquez, and he writes, "We easily use the PTE, the portable tabletop extension, several times a week, and the customers who have used the tray have really appreciated the idea that we cared enough to provide a device that helps them enjoy their experience at our restaurant." It just so happens that Alex Vasquez is on the telephone with us now. Good morning, Alex. How are you? You are the manager at Yosemite Falls Cafe. So the portable tabletop extension. Talk a little bit about how it came about that you met Anthony and that you were impressed with this product.
Yeah, hello guys. I'm Alex Vasquez. I'm the general manager at Yosemite Falls Cafe on Cedar and Ashland.
Yeah.
We've had the trays for a few months now, and they worked out great. Every customer that tries it out, they love it. It helps them from getting messy. I've had customers that come now, and then they come more, like 3 or 4 times a week instead of once every 2 weeks because of the tray. They say that it helps them out a lot. It makes them feel more comfortable when eating. And, I mean, they just feel right at home. So I think the trays, they really do justice for the customers, especially people in wheelchairs that get to use them.
What impresses you the most about the portable tabletop extension, and why did you agree to strike a deal with Anthony to provide your customers with these?
It just brings, I mean, we give great customer service, so it gives even better customer service to the guests, and it makes them feel right at home, and that's the reason why we agreed to it, and I think the owner wanted to do it also. I mean, anything to make the customer happy, and that right there makes them happier.
What impressed you about the portable tabletop extension?
what impressed me is that it's really sturdy and it works great. At first I looked at it and I didn't know what it was, and then when I got to do it and I used it, and when the customer uses it, it works great for them because it doesn't spill anything on the ground. It keeps us from cleaning up the mess, which that doesn't bother us at all. But it just, to see the customer happier and see them happy, that's what impresses me.
All right, we're talking to Alex Vasquez. He is the general manager at Yosemite Falls Cafe out there at Ashland. And let me ask you, Alex, you've probably been in the business, the restaurant business, for quite a while now. What's the difference between the portable tabletop extension and, let's say, I don't know, a high chair for a kid? You got these high chairs. You bring, families, they bring their children in for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever the case may be. Difference between this and say a high seat or a high chair for kids?
I say the difference is, like with the high chair, it's still far from the table. So you, like, as you're feeding, you miss spots. So you'll still be able to. There'll still be a little bit of a mess. But with the what's it called, the portable
tabletop extension.
Yeah, the portable tabletop. It blocks everything. It just makes them feel more comfortable when eating, and I think that's what you don't get with the high chairs.
If I could interject something, the more important thing is that the portable tabletop extension is for adults. So as opposed to a child eating a meal in a high chair, we are now talking about adults eating or paying for adult-sized meals, adult-sized beverages, and so that's an entirely different thing from a child eating a meal to an adult being able to eat a meal. And once again, the adult that's in a wheelchair more than likely is going to travel with a party. Alex spoke of a group that comes in that he said maybe 3 or 4 times a week. Well, that is a group of 3 or 4 people. So having 3 or 4 people come into a restaurant 3 or 4 times a week is going to make a dramatic impact on the restaurant's bottom line. Would you, Alex? Would you agree?
The person that that Anthony is talking about, I'll let you answer in a second here, Alex, is Lawrence. You mentioned Lawrence in the letter that you sent to Anthony, and he mentioned that he thanked you several times because he used to come in once a week. Now he comes in with his wife 3 to 5 times a week purely because of the portable tabletop extension, completely taking away all the trouble his wheelchair has been giving him to the table. Between him, the table, and the wheelchair, there was a problem. Now there's no problem. Am I right, Alex?
Oh, you're correct. You're right. See, with that customer, Lawrence, what happened with him is the day before I brought the tray, he was in the hospital, and it was a bad time for them. When I came and I showed him the table, I didn't know how he was going to take it because I didn't socialize with him as much. He was a nice guy, but I didn't talk to him as much. But now, like that, he comes in, I talk to him more. But when I showed him the tray, he was really happy. He accepted it. He was like, "Oh man, this is great for me." He goes now he's like, I'm not gonna look like a pig and all dirty. He's like, now I can set it closer to me, and he eats way more comfortably now. And he orders different things instead of ordering the same thing. He orders different meals all the time now. They come often 3 or 4 times a week.
Wow, that's great. So how many of these portable tabletop extensions do you have at your restaurant there, Alex?
We have 2 of them.
All right. And you have other locations. Have some of the other restaurants picked this product up as well?
Honestly, I'm not sure if they have or not. Anthony, have they?
Yes, sir. Manny's been instrumental in getting the product out to the other locations.
All right. Okay. Well, Alex, thank you for joining us here on Connect with Me this morning. I just want to reiterate, you're the general manager, Yosemite Falls Cafe at Ashland and what, sir?
Ashland and Cedar, the Granite Park location.
Okay. All right. Not too far from us here.
Not too far.
Granite Park.
Granite Park.
All right. Alex, have a good morning. Thanks for your time.
Hey, thank you guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks.
You too. Thank you so much. I appreciate it very much. Okay, and so
if I could just elaborate a little bit.
But
I
want to show the letter first.
Okay,
Can
go
I?
ahead.
Let me hold that letter up. When is that dated? August 23rd, 2017. That's the letter that the the general manager at Yosemite Falls Cafe, sent to you, thanking you for the product.
Right. Well, they've been using it since June. So that's, and Alex was kind enough to do some tracking for me and some, keep some and take some numbers down so we could have some accurate numbers in terms of dollars spent, by the individuals that were using the tray. So that in the event, we was talking with another restaurant manager or owner, that we could actually cite actual numbers as, this is the impact that something like this can have for your business. The Yosemite Falls cafes, they have a couple, but imagine if you were to be able to accommodate a group of 10 people that were in wheelchairs. Folks in wheelchairs have birthday parties also. They do everything that everybody else does. So why not be able to offer them an accommodation, which is really going to benefit you just as much or more than them, because you're gonna be the restaurant selling the meal.
Let me ask you something. I got about 3 minutes left. What's the size of this table? Do you know?
It is 14 and a half wide by 13 tall. 14 by 13.
Okay. Is there anything in the planning of the works, or has anything gone through your mind? Because you're a wise person. You're a very smart guy. That maybe you'd want to make this bigger.
Yes. So the reason that we haven't made any of those, we had several innovations that have been offered or suggestions.
Have people asked you,
oh,
can
absolutely.
you make this bigger?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
And the reason we haven't done it is that once a mold has been made, that's the mold permanently for that particular product.
For that model. Gotcha.
So on the next round, we'll probably be bringing forward some of the other suggestions and innovations that other folks have offered.
All right. The name of your company is Quality of Life.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Quality of Life Products.
Quality of Life Products. Describe to our viewers and your viewers who are watching right now at home, connect with me. Pressing forward, what's in the future, and what has the journey been like thus far? Got about 2 minutes left.
Well, I would say that the journey itself has just been something that
hardships.
Well, some, and it's only really a hardship when someone doesn't understand, or someone is not as considerate, if you will, as to the situation that the individual that's disabled or in the wheelchair.
Maybe not understanding of others who have special needs.
That might be. Well, but I can tell you that since I've gotten involved with this business, my eyes have been opened considerably, and I am far more. I have a far greater understanding, empathy, and understanding what their situation is like. And I would just compel anyone who is in any business, restaurant or otherwise, to offer to do whatever you could, because you don't know what it's like until you're there, and once you're there, it's too late. So if you could show that empathy and offer that caring and because it's just the right thing to do, just offer those people and respect those people, because those people deserve everything. They deserve every joy in life that they can have.
In the future, what's ahead? Pressing ahead, what's in the future for you in this product?
We're
we
going
got
to
about a minute left.
Well, I'm going to make it short. We're going to come out with a version that is indeed wider, because there are folks that are in wheelchairs that are wider, and we're also going to come out with a version that is specifically for children to use at restaurants that are sitting in booster seats.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
That's going to be neat.
All right. I know it hasn't been an easy journey for you, but I have a special needs daughter as well, so I know what it's been like the last, 12, 14 years. It hasn't been easy, my friend. It has been a very difficult journey. I want to give you your letter back. You got to frame that. That's a very nice letter coming from Yosemite Falls Cafe. Anthony, you've been a good friend for a while now, and I appreciate your time, and good luck to you. Anything we can do, let us know. The portable tabletop extension, $69. Quickly, the telephone one more time, very quick.
559-460-3090.
Good luck, and give our best to our friend Ed Armbruster. Big Ed, part of your company there.
Yes, sir.
See you tomorrow with another edition of Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno. We'll talk about Hands on Central California. What's that about? What's that organization? We'll tell you tomorrow.